What is the use of a house if you haven't got any tolerable planet to put it on? This was stated by Henry David Thoreau, and the message he was trying to impart is outright clear. Our planet, particularly the environment that is providing for us, is an integral part of how we humans survive. However, otherwise is already happening on the ground. Increasing anthropogenic influence and impacts are altering our environment, our home. Increasing human population could not escape in trying to fulfill its needs at the expense of our natural resources. In turn, one of the clear consequences of such exploitation is the depletion of our natural resources, particularly of animals and plants. And this dilemma is easily observable in the local level or local communities. Hence, to save their environment while not leading them to further impoverishment, the concept of protected areas is the greatest innovation that helps several communities to restore Mother Nature while benefiting from it without incurring further damages. And this is the very initiative that we should support and promote. We should call further establishments of protected areas, and more importantly, support our local protected sanctuaries. One prominent type of protected area is what we call the MPA, or the Marine Protected Area. The program of a marine protected area across the country aims to revive the aquatic resources and fish biomass as well as create opportunities and livelihood for the residents of the communities in said areas. Why so? Because it is commonly the impoverished coastal communities that is more likely to engage in a more extractive and destructive exploitation of their environment, that is generally driven by poverty and lack of knowledge about such consequences. To institutionalize MPAs, such program is pursuant to the Republic Act 7586, or referred to as the National Integrated Protected Area System Act of 1992, or short, NIPAS Act. This was aimed at preserving species of unique or threatened species of plants and animals, including the respected habitat, which may be susceptible to certain aspects of industrial advancement and development. This also involves government agencies including the Department of Environmental and Natural Resources DENR with an integral role, as well as the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources or BFAR, and the Department of Agriculture or DA, who have been tasked with the responsibility of managing said designated areas and the enforcement of this act, hence creating a network of integrated protected areas across the country. We have many examples of marine protected areas across the country, including the Apo Island Marine Reserve, which have become successful through the support of fishing communities residing in the area. Prior to the establishment of the MPA, fisher folks formerly used destructive fishing practices, such as dynamite fishing, which diminished the aquatic biomass and wrecked reef communities with varying species, which in turn destroyed their bountiful catch and compounds the problem further use of destructive methods. Not until Dr. Angelo Alcala from Suleiman University initiated a project to reverse the effects of the destructive fishing practices. He isolated a coastal area of the island to serve as a sanctuary for the declining population of fish. Such work also extended to the local communities, educating them of the importance and significant benefits of such a sanctuary. Later on, the protected area succeeded in repopulating fish stocks, while people in the communities began being its sole protector and shifted to sustainable fishing. Such a victory led to an increase of life quality around the island. It also increased the biodiversity of the marine environment. It also increased their socio-economic capital due to the sanctuary's diverse business potentials, such as ecotourism and the likes. Such an account was just one of the several case accounts. And imagine if all our political leaders have the will and strength to enforce such legal innovation, our country would be a paradise. Yet, it does not ignore the contributions of an individual can make in advancing our agenda of establishing and supporting protected areas. An individual like you can, first, you can go to sanctuaries if and only if they allow ecotourism or similar visits. Second, one can purchase the community's produce or bycatch, for this will be returned as their maintenance funds for these sanctuaries. Third, one can also promote these areas to friends, relatives, and even networks of peers to acquaint themselves about the richness of biodiversity present in those sanctuaries. And lastly, one can lobby or even support local legislations or ordinances because these areas are still in dire need of extensive protection. With this, nothing of an individual contribution is small because it can accrue with time and can also inspire others to do the same. Together, let us protect our conservation areas. Visit them, adore them, and most especially protect them because our Earth is just only one planet. Our natural resources are not limited. Thank you.